Hello everyone, it's Miss Melissa, and do you guys see what these bugs are? That's right everyone, these bugs are butterflies, and today we're going to talk about these pretty butterflies and their lives. Let's get started. These are butterfly eggs. Just kidding, these are chicken eggs. But did you know that butterflies also hatch from eggs? And though these eggs are small, butterfly eggs are itty bitty. And like chickens, butterflies do not stay with their babies when they hatch. Though they don't stay for long, mommy butterflies make sure they put their eggs on some yummy food, so when they hatch, they can eat. But don't worry about them falling off because they are stuck on there like glue until they hatch. They don't stay eggs for too long though. In 3 to 5 days, they'll be caterpillars. Now that the butterfly eggs have hatched, we have caterpillars. These caterpillars start off small, but they grow until they're big enough to transform. While butterflies are caterpillars, they like to eat leaves, fruit trees, and plants. Wow, they sure like to eat. Though we see caterpillars on dry land, there are some caterpillars that can survive in the water. Isn't that amazing? Caterpillars are also known as eating machines because all they do is eat. Maybe some of us are eating machines. Once caterpillars are ready to become butterflies, they create a chrysalis. A caterpillar is ready to make a chrysalis once it's big enough to become an adult. A caterpillar will attach itself to a branch or twig and spin some silk like you see in this picture. Though we can't see what's going on inside the chrysalis, this is the time the caterpillar transforms into a butterfly. For some butterflies, it will take a very long time to become a butterfly, while for others, it can be a very short time. Once the caterpillar is ready, it's no longer a caterpillar, but a butterfly. Once the butterfly is ready to come out of its chrysalis, it will crack open and it will come out. Once the butterfly is out, the wing will be a little crumpled, but eventually they will be strong enough to fly. There are many different types of butterflies that will have different colors on their wings, and believe it or not, these wings are made of scales. Some butterfly wings help the butterfly stay safe. They can be camouflaged, which helps the butterfly look like it's part of a plant or tree. And some of the wings even trick other animals into thinking they are snakes. How cool! We can see butterflies during the spring and summertime, but in the winter, butterflies hibernate or they travel down to Mexico where it is warm. Isn't that unbelievable? Now that we all know about butterflies, let's get started on our activity. Hello everyone, now that we're done learning about butterflies, let's start with that activity. So today for our activity, we're going to make a crown that shows all the stages of a butterfly. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to measure our heads. So we're going to take a long piece of paper, or you can use small pieces of paper or a newspaper if you have some, and you're going to fold it in half. Just like this. And you're going to fold the other side. And you're going to tear it to make your crown. So you'll have two very long pieces. So once you're done tearing at it or cutting it, you'll have two very long pieces just like this. Then you can take your pieces and measure your head. So my head is too small for this one big piece. So I'm going to have to glue or tape or staple these two pieces together so we can get started on the rest of our project. Once you're done putting your pieces of paper together to make sure you have something big enough for a crown, you should have one long piece of paper just like this. Now you can put that to the side. So for our first stage, we're going to make caterpillar eggs. So to make our caterpillar eggs, you're going to need a piece of paper. It can be green or you can use a white piece of paper. So I have a piece of white scrap paper, and the first thing I did is I drew like an arch, a green arch for our leaf. Then you're going to take your marker and make another arch. So you should have something that's an oval. Now we're going to color it in. Once you're done coloring your leaf, you'll have something that looks like this. Then you're going to cut it out. So once you're done cutting out your leaf, you're going to grab some glue, and I have pom-poms here that I'm going to use to make my eggs. If you don't have pom-poms, you could always use pipe cleaners, beads, or even beads if you want. So I'm just going to put a few drops of glue to make my eggs. And you're going to put them right on the leaf. Because if you remember from the first part of this video, when we learned about butterfly eggs, it is the mommy butterfly glues her baby eggs down onto the leaf. And remember, my project is going to look different from yours, and that is okay. Because everyone's is gonna look different, they're all gonna look good. So let's put a few more. And I have some white pom-poms here, but you can make them any color you want. So if you can see, I have my eggs on my leaf. So we're gonna put that to the side and let it dry. And then after it's all dry, we're gonna glue it on our crown. Next, we're going to make our caterpillar. Our caterpillar, you're going to need a craft stick, some glue, and some pom-poms. And again, if you don't have any of this stuff, that's okay, because you can always color on your crown or you can use different materials. So it doesn't matter what you make, as long as that you're happy with it. That's all that really matters. So I already put some glue on my craft stick, and I'm gonna take my pom-poms and I'm going to put them, this is gonna be our body to our caterpillar. Caterpillars can look very different from each other. So if your caterpillar is different from your sisters or your brothers or even your mom or dad's, that's okay. Because all caterpillars are actually different. They don't all look the same. So we're gonna have one fuzzy caterpillar. It should look like this. And I have googly eyes that I'm going to glue right on here. And once I'm done with this, we're going to put it on the side and let it dry. Because if we put it on our crown too fast, the pom-poms will fall out. So right after we're done with our caterpillar, it's time to make our chrysalis. So before we start making our chrysalis, we're actually going to put labels on our crown. So first you're gonna write egg, because that is the first stage of our butterfly. Then you're gonna write caterpillar, which is our second step. Then you're going to write chrysalis, which we're gonna draw right on our crown. And then the last step will be butterfly. So what we're gonna do is first we're gonna draw a branch or a little twig. So you're gonna grab a brown marker or a crayon or paint, whatever you guys have. And we're just gonna draw a branch. Our branch. Then you're gonna draw a little string, like that. And then you're just gonna draw like, almost like an oval. Just like that, and that's going to be your chrysalis. And you can color this however you want, it doesn't matter, because we're making our very own crown. So I'm going to color this, let's see, I'm going to color this orange. Why not? Or if you want to, you can go on the computer and you can print out a picture of a chrysalis. But I think it's more fun just to make your own and make it however you want. So look, I have an orange one, and I'm gonna draw one more. And you can draw as many as you want, guys. It is okay. So I have an orange one, and I'm going to make the other one blue. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be something that you like. And mine is gonna look different from yours, and that is okay. As long as you like it, that's all that matters. So look what I have now. I have a orange chrysalis and a blue chrysalis. And our last step will be the butterfly. To make our butterfly, we're gonna grab another craft stick and we're gonna put glue on it, and then we're going to put some pom-poms. And remember, if you don't have these things, that's okay, because you could always paint on your crown, or if you have craft sticks but you don't have pom-poms, you could always use beads or anything else that you can find at your house. Beads or beans, or even if you wanted to, you could use some paper. And this is going to be the middle of our butterfly. Let's see. And again, all butterflies, like caterpillars, look different. So if you're making this project with your sister or your brother, it's okay if they look different. It's not a big deal. So this is going to be the middle of our butterfly. Just like that. And I have googly eyes, so I'm going to put 2 googly eyes right here. Once all your pieces are dried, you're going to glue them onto your crown. You might have to wait a while before you can put it on your crown and glue it, so don't worry if you can't do it right away. And you're going to have to wait before you put your crown together. And for our butterfly, we're going to draw butterfly wings. So I'm going to take some markers and draw them on. But if you feel like you want to do it with tissue paper or with paint, you could also do that as well. So I'm going to grab my marker and make some wings. At the end, you'll have something that looks like this. Hello everyone, so I'm back and I put my crown together. And that was our activity for today. I hope you guys had a lot of fun making this activity. Have a good one, everyone.